Okay, abs. So in a second we're going to start with some crunches, but rather than kind of like bending up like that, what I want us to do is just have the movement in our abs. So I'll tell you when we're going to start, but what I want us to do is basically lightly hold your head, keep everything facing the ceiling, and do a big squeeze of the abs, and that's what's pulling you up. So that's all that's pulling you up. You're supporting your head, we're not curling, and let's go. So big squeeze to the abs, sucking the belly button into the floor, lowering it down. I'm not folding at all, I'm keeping my chin off my chest, that's very important, everything's staying facing up. There's no curling or anything like that. All I want to do is really isolate those ab muscles and just use them to bring my shoulders off the floor. Knees about hip distance apart, big squeeze, relaxing it down. Big squeeze, relaxing it down. Keeping it going. Keeping your chin away from your chest. We're not pulling on the neck, we're just literally just supporting the head with the fingertips, and you can rest. Next thing we're going to do is a dish leg lift. This is super fun. What we're going to do again, we're using that muscle, we're squeezing the belly button into the floor to kind of suck your knees in and your feet come up. So what I don't want us to do is like lifting up with the legs. I literally want to squeeze the belly button into the floor. Let's begin. It might just be we squeeze the belly button down and pull the knees in. That can be enough. Or we might squeeze the belly button in and lift the legs up. Just relax down on the floor with your upper body. Squeeze in, that might be enough for you. Or squeeze in, lift the legs up. If you notice the lower back coming away from the floor, just bring your legs a bit further out. So as you squeeze in, as you lift your legs up, that's when the lower back's going to arch. Make sure that doesn't happen. Make sure lower back, so there's no gap here, squeezed in, and even if we just kind of squeeze to pull our knees towards us, that's enough. Okay, that's a bit of a confusing motion to get used to. So again, drop me a message if you want, if you're a bit confused about that, but you will really feel that, and you don't even have to do much to feel that. Next thing we do, penguins. So again, knees hip distance apart, abs squeezed in, we're not curling up with the shoulders, a little bit off the floor, and let's go. We're going to go side to side, bending towards the ankle. We're not like folding up over or anything like that, just literally side to side, chest facing the ceiling, chin off your chest, and go from side to side. And it just depends like what your range of motion is, so don't worry about how far you go, kind of just go until you kind of, so you don't want to like mad stretching, just so you get ever such a slight stretch from side to side. Keep it going, that's great. Really keep those abs pulled in. If you need to rest for a second, and then join back in. But mostly abs proper sucked in, going from side to side. Almost done, and you can rest. Okay, next thing, bridges. Okay, so on your back, squeezing the bum cheeks to bring the hips up, squeezing them some more, and really squeeze the bum cheeks, squeeze the abs in, lowering it down, and then going back up again. So let's begin. Right, you've got the choice of coming down for a rest each time, or you can just come down, so like you're an inch off the floor. Really nice and slow and controlled, pushing all the way up, squeeze at the top like mad, really slowly control it down. If you've got weights, you can put a weight on your here if you want to make it a little bit harder. Otherwise, like I say, just take rests and do it at your own pace. So really squeezing the bum cheeks, keep it going. We're almost finished. Almost done. And you're done. So give yourself 20 minutes rest. You've got a choice of doing 1 set, 2 sets, 3 sets. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is a boat. So we're going to sit up, start to tip back, bring the feet off the floor. So when you're ready, let's go. We want shoulders back and down, so we're not slumping forward like this. Back strong, chest lifted, abs pulled in. If you want, you can straighten up your legs. Or have them bent, it's entirely up to you. I always like a little bit of gap between my feet and my knees, just because it's a little bit harder to stabilise, which means everything has to control a little bit more. Again, make sure you're not slumping. Keep chest lifted, abs in. Hold it. Almost done. Again, if you can also, as an option, have your hands over your thighs if you're getting like into a few sets of that, you might want to do that. And then rest it down. So you've got the option of leaving that now as a 5-minute workout, doing it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. If you want to make it even harder, take out the rests or carry on a little bit longer into the rest. So that's 40 seconds, 20-second rest. Feel free just to keep going and give yourself less rest time or no rest time. Let me know what you think, let me know how you get on, and always let me know if you've got any questions.